All right, here we go. Let's talk some individual defensive performances and some people that showed out, man. Bosa, got to talk about Bosa. 4 solo tackles. That's awesome. 2 sacks, incredible. 2 tackle for losses. But here's the big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. 5 quarterback hits. Lived in the backfield, baby. Lived in the backfield. Incredible. Now, we talked about this a little bit earlier. Javon Kinlaw had a hell of a game. Hell of a game. And if you watched our film breakdown last game, hell of a game last week. Was his stats incredible? 1 tackle, 1 quarterback hit. Not great. But trust me, he had a great game. I do think that Eric Armstead had a much better game as well. He just had 1 tackle. Nothing too big there. Kevin Givens, good gosh. He was the worst 49er graded last week. He was not good on film. He was not good on analytics. He didn't pass the eye test. It was bad. He had 3 tackles for loss, which that's his game. He's not the same type player as Kinlaw and Armstead that are these anchors, giant, massive human beings. He's a slasher. And I've said this over and over again. Him and Maurice Hurst cut from the same cloth. This idea, they're matchup driven players that for certain teams will just ball out. Well, this is one of those teams. And he slashed them up, man. 4 tackles, 3 tackles for losses. He didn't even get that many snaps. He was all over the place. I thought he played great. Emmanuel Mosley, whoo, incredible job. Run support, check. DK Metcalf, check. Captain of this freaking defense, he's on that path. He really, really is. 49ers in first place with a 1-1 record because they got that 1 divisional win. Seattle 1-1. Now you have the Rams 1-1. And then you got 0-2 at the bottom. This is all 49ers are in first place, ladies and gentlemen. Why are we? This is awesome. This is awesome. More awesome news. Dre Greenlaw, good gosh. Great freaking game. Led the team in tackles. Him and Charvarius Ward both had 8. But he had 6 solo tackles. 1 tackle for loss. He was all over the place. Played smart and got a 2-year extension, which that might be the best news of the day. 49ers are in first place. Dre Greenlaw gets a 2-year extension. I love it. There. Now, a couple other things that I do want to get to just in my notes. I have 7 pages here. Trey Lance injury, Croft injury is huge. 45 rush attempts I thought was great. You know, Jeff Wilson, I thought he looked strong. I was happy with him. Brandon Ayuk on par. Gosh, I thought he was really, really good. TDP was good. But Jawan Jennings, I just believe in this kid. He got into the heads of the entire Seattle secondary and linebacker group. Because a lot of times, I truly do believe don't watch the ball, okay? Don't watch the ball whenever you're watching live play. Don't watch the ball. It's one of the best things you can do. You start seeing so many more other things. And they always show the replay, and you can kind of see it on the peripheral, vision and all those things. But you would just see 15 out there dogging people, blocking through the end of the whistle, the echo of the whistle, as my coach used to say, right? Like just a little bit extra not to get a penalty. He didn't get any penalties. That dude was in the heads of the entire Seattle secondary. And you saw it with Quandre Diggs, who's one of the best safeties in the league. I freaking love it. Josh, he asked this one question. What does this do for Danny Gray's outlook? It hurts it. It hurts it. It hurts it. Doesn't mean he's not effective. Remember, Jimmy Garoppolo's number 1 wide receiver was Marquise Goodwin one year. Y'all remember that? So you can use the speed. It's just you're not going to see what you saw in the preseason with the, what do you want to say? 80-yard touchdown over the top. Not going to happen. That's there. So that hurts. That does hurt, but it doesn't mean you did see Danny Gray was pissed after one of those passes from Jimmy. You could tell whether he was mad at Jimmy or whatever, but yeah. What's up, Uncle Salty, man? My Seattle faithful guy. Just leaving the stadium. Costly win indeed. Every win costs. There's no doubt about it. And that hurts. Now, negatives, there are negatives, obviously. The red zone possessions. We went 2 of 5. So we've gotten the red zone 5 times. We got 2 touchdowns. That's a problem. One of them, we got nothing. That was a blocked field goal that was a 10-point swing. That hurt. but continues to be an issue. It cost us in the Bears game, could have cost us here. Could have really cost us here. But all in all, man, I feel very, very positive moving forward. Now, the injury hurts, and it's easy emotionally to dive into the dark hole that is sports media. Okay, this is important. So please listen right now. This is a Chapman special, baby. Please listen. There's going to be a lot of people out there, national media and local 49ers people, that are going to just be, forget Kyle. Why did he do this? It's his fault. And they might not be wrong. I'm not saying they're wrong. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying don't focus on that. What the hell is that going to do for you or the 49ers or your enjoyment of life? Nothing. It does nothing. Can you disagree with it? Cool. And I'm not saying don't talk about it. I'm saying don't dwell on those things. There are people out there that are just selling dwelling, right? They're selling sadness, sports, anger, and whatever. And if that's your thing, go be angry. Find a tree outside, go yell at it. Tell me when its leaves start changing colors because of anger. It will happen. It won't, but that's okay. The whole idea is this, man. 49ers are in first place. They're in first place. That's a big deal. You just beat the division rival who has owned you for a decade plus. You just beat the tar out of them. 27-7, and your defense pitched a shutout. You just rushed 45 times down their throat, and you're in first place. So just pause, breathe, have a good week, enjoy this. I'm not saying don't be like down when everything about Trey. I'm pissed too. I've got so much stock in Trey, it's ridiculous. But enjoy this. This is a big deal, where the 49ers are. And you should be able to walk away and just say, you know what? 49ers in first place. And the future is bright. Not only this year, but long term. And yeah, it sucks with Trey. It sucks with Trey. But we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Hopefully you enjoyed this show this week. We have so much content coming out this way in person, Patreon, all those things. Hopefully you come join us in Denver. If you're coming, it's going to be a trip, man. Denver's struggling. That's a very winnable game. They beat the Texans barely. They were trailing almost that entire game. We got to see Russell Wilson again. I don't want to, but we get to see that little cringe troll run around. Anyway, that's what we got. Clayton, real quick, man behind the scenes, are there any prominent questions that I missed? I apologize. If you got your question in the chat and we didn't get it, I apologize. You can email it to us, 49ers Rush Podcast at gmail.com. Shout out to all the hashtag CCs. We're giving away a Kyle Juszczyk jersey. Oop, I got this right here. We're giving this away on Tuesday on the Wayne Breezy Show, which is going to be a little late because I'm going to be live on 49ers.com. At noon, so that's a Pacific time. So we're going to be doing the Wayne Breezy show, or being the John and Wayne show, bump back till 3:30 on Tuesday. We'll announce the winner for that autographed Kyle Juszczyk jersey. Then hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Turn on that notification bell, baby. We're going to be breaking down everything all week. And also, our Instagram is popping, as the kids say. We got somebody running that. Shout out to Eric. He is crushing that. So if you haven't followed us on Instagram, I've never really pushed it because I'm just not the biggest IG guy. But now we got somebody doing that, and it's awesome. So head over there, 49ers Rush Podcast on IG. And we got a lot of new followers over there, but we're going to keep putting content out there consistently. So appreciate you guys. Thank you. Excited about this. Remember, sucks that Trey got injured. Freaking hate it. Injuries happen in the NFL. You move on. Next man up. Thankfully, we still got Jimmy Garoppolo. That's a great thankfully. And also, 49ers are in first place, baby. First freaking place. All right. I mean this. Stay away from that negative crap. Don't let that ruin your fan experience. Please enjoy it. All right. Till next time. Love you guys. Stay strong, faithful.